The effects of illegal immigration on Facts about illegal immigration. Illegal immigration is when people come into a country by violating that country's immigration laws. Illegal immigration can have positive and negative effects on a country, especially the economy. In 2016, there was about 10.7 million immigrants illegally immigrated to the U.S. They represented about 3.3% of the population that year. The U.S. workforce includes about 7.8 million illegal immigrants today. 6 states account for the 58% of the unauthorized people that are here in the States. California, Texas, Florida, New York, New Jersey, and Illinois. Most have been living in the U.S. illegally for over a decade. A study found that they actually help the total output and the demand for labor. They tend to be highly productive and promote capital formation through high savings rates.
So this is how the U.S. economy has benefited from the impact of illegal immigration within the last couple of years. So much of the public's resentment of illegal immigration stems from the popular belief that illegal immigrants hurt the economy. However, this is not the case. Illegal immigration benefits the immigrant because they get to live in the U.S., and it also benefits the business owner because then they get to pay less for labor. Lower wages also lowers the business's cost of production, which then lowers the price of goods for the consumer like you and me. Illegal immigrants help to stimulate the economy by spending their money on goods. This graph coincides with the growth of illegal immigration, and then you can also see here the decrease in consumer price index. And most illegal immigrants are not competing with Americans for jobs because Americans do not statistically seek out the same types of jobs as illegal immigrants. The only Americans who would come close to seeking the same low-skilled job as an illegal immigrant is one who does not have a high school diploma or a GED equivalent, which is approximately 10% of the population according to the United States Census Bureau. And in this graph, it shows that native-born Americans actually take away more from the economy than foreign-born do.
Cons of illegal immigration. Undocumented workers undercut wages, and they also take jobs that could possibly go to American citizens. A lot of illegal immigrants take advantage of social programs, like hospitals, for example. If they ever need help or something, or for a very small problem, they go there and they could take advantage of it because they don't have to pay. And also for schools that cost taxpayers and add to our $22 trillion national debt. Illegal immigration has some undeniably negative economic effects. Labor economists have concluded that undocumented workers have lowered the wages of U.S. adults without a high school diploma anywhere between 0.4 to 7.4%. Immigrants bring diffuse and hard to see benefits to average Americans while imposing more tangible costs on a few. So this is a chart from 1861 all the way to 2010 that says like the amount of immigration that has occurred in the United States. So for cons of illegal immigration, people that are illegal immigrants statistically live in places that have higher crime rates and places that have to do with stealing.
Do it again.
While there are negatives to the economy from illegal immigrants, there are overall more positives. Like the cost of businesses to pay their workers is less for illegal immigrants. Because they are paid less, the goods cost less for us to buy. And if we had to pay American workers, it would be more expensive to buy the goods in the long run. If illegal immigrants are deported, it costs the country money in goods that are also bought. There would be less food being bought and rent being paid. While some illegal immigrants do not pay taxes and are taking up spaces in hospitals and do not have insurance, illegal immigrants do pay some taxes, 8% of taxes for local and state, so it does help the economy in that way.
So in conclusion, immigration has had a positive effect on the economy for a slew of reasons. Immigration brings in entrepreneurs who start Fortune 500 companies such as Google, Yahoo, and Trillia, hire native-born American workers, boost wages, and strengthen the middle class. Immigration adds $3.7 trillion to housing markets nationwide, whether it's for apartments, condos, townhouses, trailers, or homes. 43 of all recently arrived immigrants are college graduates, compared to 29% of native-born Americans, and 40% of Fortune 500 companies were founded by immigrants and their children, employing over 10 million people worldwide. Immigrants are innovators, job creators, and consumers with an enormous spending power that drives our economy and creates employment opportunities for all Americans.